Our topic today is exploring the sacred inner masculine. We spend a lot of time on the sacred inner feminine. Today, we're going to look at what is the role of the masculine? How do we bring the sacred masculine, the truly, well, I tell you what, I was doing a healing session with someone, a male, and we were doing it by Zoom, and I took him into his inner masculine. And I went into this state of awe when we tapped into that place. What was inside of him was incredible. And all I could say was, wow, regal. I just kept repeating the word regal. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It had a feel and a quality to it that was incredible. It's nothing like anything that we see on the average day to day. Same with the sacred inner feminine. When you tap into that, you really go in and you feel it, right? So we're kind of in these week before last, we talked about we must ascend, or what does it take to just let go of everything and let ourselves be completely infused with light and immersed in the unconditional love and compassion, and really just everything we have, one-to-one, facing the light of our source in every way that we can, and just letting ourselves be radiated with that. And then yesterday, last week, we went into leaning into the inner feminine, and like a lot of people talk about feminine on the left and masculine on the right. I think of feminine on the deep inner, that place of connectivity. We are where we are really in that place of receptivity, receiving from source, and just letting ourselves be in that communion with source, in that reverence, in that receiving, in that beautiful state of just being filled with the light and receiving whatever it is that wants to be received, really activating the entire inner core and that sacral center, and just being that conduit, that bridge between the worlds. The masculine is, in my experience and perceptive, is not necessarily a left or a right thing, but the masculine then surrounds that feminine to contain it, to hold it, to protect it. And the masculine is that which is out, moving and doing, right? That which goes out into the world to move, to do, to carry our actions into the world, and to materialize that inner sacredness, that holiness that we hold inside. So today we're going to tap into that feminine, get that connection, and then feel that masculine. And then we can kind of practice moving about the space in that relationship, like connected with that feminine, letting the masculine be that which kind of activates it, and maybe not which activates it, but that which then expresses it, or acts on it, acts upon it, brings the actions of it out into the world, right? But it's not that, the way that our world is set up right now, the actions are so often disconnected from that state of communion and that state of just being in that receptivity of source. So we want to practice moving through the world so that our actions and how we move and how we interact and what we do is connected, completely connected and inseparable from that connection with source. So let's go ahead and come into our circle. Let's come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. And let's, as I said, we kind of started this little mini series 2 weeks ago with absorbing that light. So let's take a cue from that. Bring everything you have, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral center, your hips, square your rib cage, square your shoulders, square your head, And just imagine this ball of light, like the light of source right in front of you. And we quoted the song, Mama always told me not to look into the eye of the sun. But right now we're looking into the eye of the sun with every pore of our skin, everything that we've got right into that light of source. And just imagine this right in front of you, beaming this pure divine light into your entire body. And just let yourself take a deep breath and inhale, draw your energy into the center of your body, into your vertical core. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your hips and lean back into your spine and receive. Be like totally receiving that pure light through every pore of your skin, infusing into your tissues, infusing into your fluids, into your bloodstream. And you're probably familiar with Masaru Emoto, the Japanese doctor who did those experiments on with messages in water or from water, messages in water, I think it is. Forgive me if I'm wrong there. But where they did different intentions and prayers and sounds into the water, and the water crystals formed these beautiful shapes with these high intentions, and then with the negative intentions, they were all distorted. So just imagine this highest intention of pure divine light coming in and infusing through your tissues. Your body is 75% water, and your blood is 92% water. And the blood is what absorbs the nutrients or takes up the nutrients from your intestinal tract as your food is being assimilated. It takes up the nutrients and delivers the nutrients to your cells. So just imagine now this bloodstream being infused with pure divine light. The light is cleansing. The light is purifying. The light is illuminating. So just imagine this light illuminating, traveling through every cell of your body, your blood absorbing this pure divine light and delivering this nourishment of the pure divine light to every cell of your body. And again, breathe, inhale, draw all of your energy into the very center of your body. Exhale, drop down, land into your hips, and lean back, like roll back into your spine and open and receive. Invite every cell of your body to open and receive this nourishment of pure divine light into every cell, receiving and receiving and receiving. And just imagine the light cleansing your consciousness at a cellular level, because every cell in your body carries consciousness. Just cleansing and purifying any of those old beliefs that aren't in your highest and best interest for moving forward into, or for this day, actually, for where you are right now, and for what you might need moving forward into wherever this world is taking us as we evolve. And again, just let this pure divine light absorb into your cells, receiving, receiving, receiving. And imagine this pure divine light as it comes through, like it surrounds you, completely surrounds you, and it comes through the top of your head, traveling along your vertical core through the top of your head, through your throat, through your heart, through your solar plexus, through your whole abdominal cavity, through your sacral center, and through your base. And just let that pure divine light really intensify along your vertical core. Letting it intensify again as you inhale. Draw all of your energy into that vertical core of light, that pillar of light. As you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, lean into your spine. Let yourself fall into your body, further and further into your body, and receive that pure divine light. Receive that pure divine light. Let it cleanse you. Let it purify you. Let it illuminate and awaken the pure divine light within you. Remember, as we focus, bring our attention to these pure divine powers that are known and exists within us. This is like tapping the tuning fork, and that vibration as that comes in begins to vibrate the light within you along your vertical core and intensify the light that already exists at the core of your being. Of course, it is there. You have no life in your body without it. It is there. So let it, as it comes in, let it tap the tuning fork and activate that pillar of light at the vertical core of your body. And let that light at the core of your body, just let it resonate, let it vibrate, let it just intensify as you bring your focus and attention there and feel this light again running through the top of your head, through the center of your head space, through your vertical core, through your throat, through your heart, through your solar plexus, through your abdominal cavity, through your sacral center, and through your base. Again, inhale, draw all of your energy into that vertical core and just let yourself like rest into that like you're standing under the most beautiful, gentle, vibrant waterfall. And let that vibration vibrate and resonate through your whole being. And as you stand under it, let your entire being be immersed in that vibration of pure divine light. And as you lean back into your body, bring your attention to your heart center, breathing into your heart space. And if you would like, you can like rub your hands, the palms of your hands together, and then put them over your heart center and breathe into the space underneath your hands, breathing into that heart center. And just with each breath, let yourself absorb the clutter and the tension from your heart space. And as you exhale, just release it with your breath. Let it release from your body and let your heart space become softer and more relaxed. Let your heart space know it's also immersed in the pure divine light. And you can do some thumping around your heart center if that helps. Thumping around your heart center, around your chest space, all the way up under your collarbones on each side. And even kind of feathering down the sides of your neck with your fingertips, like from the base of your ear down the side to the collarbone on each side, just lightly feathering, helping that throat space to relax and open up and drain the lymphatic drainage there. And then coming back to thump around the front of your chest and in your heart space, or rubbing your palms together and putting your hands over your heart center, leaning into your spine. And again, letting yourself receive. And together we call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. And just imagine, perceive that unconditional love streaming in like a gentle waterfall. And you've got like a funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart space. And let it just tip up slightly. You don't have to tip your head or your whole body up, right? But you can keep your posture and your alignment and let that heart center tip up and receive that unconditional love into your heart center and let it flow like through that funnel. That funnel goes all the way in and meets that vertical core of light at the center of your body. So let it flow through that funnel and pour that unconditional love into the center of your body. And just as you breathe, let this funnel be like a breathing portal and breathe that unconditional love through your heart center and let it pour. Let it pour that unconditional love into your vertical core. And as it moves through your heart center is all about love, and the unconditional love is all about love. And allow your heart to be loved. Allow your heart to feel the love as it moves through. And feel that love doing what love does, which is loving. Feel the love loving you as it moves through your heart, and let your heart receive that love and be loved. Let your heart receive the love and be loved as it flows through and fills this entire vertical core of light and infuses this vertical core of light with this unconditional love. And if you feel resistance to being loved, that's natural, normal, right? We've all got blocks and barriers to love because we've all been hurt. And really, when you think about it, what is the block and barrier to? The block and barrier is to being hurt. And this is unconditional love, which does not hurt. So as you breathe, if you feel that things wanting to loosen up, the blocks and barriers to the pain, just breathe through those and let them release. And let this water of unconditional love come in and fill those places, especially the tenderness and vulnerability that sits underneath where that pain has been. Let that place be loved by the unconditional love itself, the existential unconditional love that comes directly from your source, that is all loving and ever compassionate and most merciful. These are the divine powers, the divine qualities that do not hurt. It is when we feel separate from them that the pain arises. And when they come in, they heal those places and restore us to the love. Let those places in your heart, let them be filled with this unconditional love and this gentle waterfall, this gentle rain of mercy that fills your being and restores the love within you. Again, this is kind of like tapping the tuning fork. It is restoring the vibration of love that exists within your being. And let that move in through that funnel. Use your breath to breathe it in. And as you exhale, just lean back into your spine and receive this unconditional love. Let it flood you. And let your entire being be like the dry sponge and absorb and receive this love. Let it love even the most tender and vulnerable places inside of you that have been like hiding behind that scar tissue from the wound, hiding with its pain in there, reminding you that it's not safe. That place underneath it is the place that expected love, that wanted love, that's been waiting for love. Let this love flow through all of that and touch into that place inside of you that knows what love is and has been waiting for a long time. Let that love come in and touch into that place. Bring the pure water of love to cleanse, to purify, to restore. And again, use your breath to release the places of pain and let the place underneath it be restored, be cleansed, and be loved, be loved, be loved. And let yourself feel the gratitude for what your heart is receiving. And be loved, be loved, be loved. Use your breath to move that out. And let the love come in and fill those places. And fill and fill. And be loved. And again, we call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. And the compassion is the ocean of living consciousness that we exist in and swim in, marinate in, subsist in. It is the ocean, is pure compassion. So as you inhale in that pure divine light and that unconditional love, you come to rest into your body and lean back into your spine, receive that light and that love, feel yourself immersed in this ocean of compassion. Just imagine yourself held in this container like the womb, like you're in a secure womb. And when you are in a womb, you have passive sustenance and provision. Let yourself just feel held and sustained and provided for, cared for, nurtured, immersed in the vibration of pure compassion. Held in compassion, in love, in connection, in acceptance. And let yourself in this place. Just feel how cherished you are. You are in this container, this cosmic womb of existence. You are cherished. You are completely cherished by the highest nurturer. I'm referring to your source, who loves you, cherishes you, is providing for you and caring for you in every moment. Let your entire being rest into that, to be held, to be loved, to be nurtured, to be nourished, and receive, receive, receive. Be like the dry sponge and soak it all in to every pore, to every cell of every fiber of your being. Receive the pure divine light, the unconditional love, the eternal compassion. Receive, receive, receive. And now as you inhale, draw your energy into your vertical core. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. And give a gentle engagement of your lower abdominal muscles. Gently engage that lower abdomen and feel yourself anchored into the center of gravity at the center of your body. There's a place that's halfway front to back and halfway side to side at that space, about 4 finger widths beneath your belly button. Deep in there, feel that is your center of gravity, where you balance into your body and where you really draw a lot of strength. That energy point is like a wellspring of creative life force energy there. But it's also physically the center of gravity of your body, where you can access your inner strength, physical stability and balance in your body. So feel that. And as you then can kind of begin to breathe into that space, if it feels okay for you, if that feels safe for you, breathe into that space. You can gently move, maintaining that balance in that center, gently move your hips. You can give a gentle tuck and a tilt. That's what we do in the Art of Feminine Presence exercises. Give a gentle like tucking and tilting of that space to really get that, like feel yourself moving around that very center of gravity in your body. And as you inhale, just feel that wellspring of life force energy being activated there and let it move throughout your vertical core. And if you feel like your body wants to just move in some graceful way, or maybe it needs to shake things out, just let your body have whatever movement it wants to have, but keep yourself kind of centered on that center ball, that center of gravity at the center of your body, center of that sacral center space, and feel that grace and that strength, and that it's a very powerful and graceful at the same time feminine energy that comes up from that place, right? And let that move along your vertical core into like filling that core light, and let your body again, let it have movement, and let it play with that beautiful feminine grace that comes up from there. And it doesn't matter if you're what gender of body you are in. See if you can kind of play with that and feel that creative life force energies that moves along your vertical core, fills that core light, that inner core light. And remember to breathe. Breathe and land into your hips. Feel yourself in your body, centered and grounded in your body. And just again, feel that pure light as it streams through the top of your head. Remember, if you can, just like elongate your spine, lift and elongate your spine, and feel that light as it comes through the top of your head and moves through the center of your body, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, moving through. And just feel that light merging with this creative life force energy and this feeling of the feminine grace as it moves through your being, activating and merging at your center. And feel from this place, right? If you can kind of come to like an activated but landing point here, this now engage your heart center again, right? And just feel, how do you engage your heart center? Just feel in your heart. Feel that place of yearning that just loves that connection with source, loves this connection with the source energy, and feels the humbleness and the reverence and the gratitude for this. And let that gratitude and the humility and the reverence really opens us to a place of receptivity. And let yourself from here be receiving from your source, whatever it is that your source wants to fill you with, of the knowledge, of the wisdom, of the insights, of the intellect, whatever that may be, for you, just let yourself be in the state of receptivity, receiving, receiving, receiving. This is that, that returning to the feminine, to commune with source and let yourself receive. We did this last time. We spent a little more time here. Let's just spend a minute here and let yourself really feel that place of receptivity and communion with source. And just let yourself just fall deeper into the center core of your body, being in that feminine energy of receptivity of being and communion with Source. I'm going to let you hang out here for a minute. Let yourself be filled with pure divine light. Let yourself absorb the unconditional love and let yourself be immersed in the eternal compassion. Let it wash you, cleanse you, purify you, and let it shift your vibration and let that vibration move through the core of your body. This is your communing with Source. And receive, receive, receive. Let it move through you to shift your vibration to be you, to be embodied by you. You be it and it be you, and you be it. And be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. And now again, engage that lower abdominal muscles and feel that presence. Give that presence into that sacral center, that grounded anchoring into the sacral center. Again, lean into your vertical core and let yourself take up the space in your body, in this place of being infused with this divine essence, anchored into your hips, aligned in your vertical core, taking up the space in your body. And now let's call on that masculine energy. And just let's explore. Make an intention of what is that masculine? What is the sacred masculine? There is a Native American proverb that says the highest calling of the woman is to lead a man to his soul so as to reunite with Source. The highest calling of the man is to protect the woman so she is free to walk the earth unharmed. Let's apply this to inner feminine and inner masculine. Again, inhale, draw your energy into that vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your hips, anchor into that pelvic bowl and that pelvic center, and upright into your spine. Here is your sacred being, that through which we return and you return to commune with Source. Your highest calling to lead the masculine to its soul. The inner feminine leads the masculine, the inner masculine to its soul so as to reunite with Source. The masculine surrounds and protects the woman, the feminine, so it is free to walk in the world unharmed. So let your inner masculine, imagine it surrounding. And honestly, when the inner masculine, firstly, let's just ask it to witness the inner feminine and this inner light. And just notice as you call on the inner masculine and it turns to witness this light. What happens to the masculine when it witnesses the light? Just imagine your masculine energy facing this core light at the center of your feminine, communing with Source to witness. I experience the masculine as wanting to just bow down in prostration and come into that place of reverence and honor, wanting to protect not from a place of dominance and control, but from a place of reverence and honor and respect. So feel that, or however that feels for you, if it's different. That's what the way that I experience it. And just invite the masculine, your inner masculine, however that has appeared previously in your life, just invite it to turn and witness this core light. And just witness what happens within you as it witnesses this core light, this graceful communion with Source at the core of your being. I think we need to hang out here for just a little bit because there's a lot moving with this in a beautiful way. Let that masculine turn to this pillar of light that is receiving in receptivity and communion with Source. Let it bow in reverence and respect and honor for the sacredness, the holiness, the light that it carries. Let it bow in reverence and respect. Let it fall into an honoring. And let your inner masculine be just repatterned by its awe, through its awe and reverence. Just let it be repatterned. Let it be repatterned with awe and reverence, with respect and with honor. And let it just fall into the light. Let it fall into the light and be cleansed. Let it immerse into the love and be transformed. And as it immerses into the ocean of compassion, it is strengthened in a beautiful, holy, sacred way. Let it become cleansed. Let it become nourished. Let it become purified. Let it become reverent. Let it become nourished. Let it become strengthened. Let it fall in to this ocean of compassion and be returned to the source of itself. Let it be nourished. Let it be cleansed. Let it be nurtured. Let it fall into the ocean in reverence and awe and be strengthened. And witness what it becomes. Let it merge with the light of communion with Source, of that receptivity. And let it move. As it wants to move within your body. And breathe. Continue to breathe. Breathe and continue to activate that inner feminine within you as this masculine witnesses and merges into it in reverence, in honor, in awe, in respect, and communion with Source. Be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. And the highest calling of the feminine, the inner feminine, is to commune with Source and to lead the inner masculine to its soul so as to reunite with Source. The feminine is that bridge between the worlds, that receptivity, that conduit. The highest calling of the masculine is to protect the feminine so it is free to walk the earth unharmed. So as the masculine falls into and communes with Source, it is transformed. It becomes reverent. It feels the honor and the respect. It is nourished and strengthened to protect the inner feminine as it walks through the earth unharmed. Let the two merge and become one. And as you move through the world, allow the feminine communion, connectivity, receptivity of what you receive from your Source, what you be. Allow it to be protected by the nurtured, nourished, and strengthened masculine that is here to honor, respect, and protect as your holy sacred being walks the earth. The masculine supports the actions, the moving out, the doing, so that what gives, what moves, what does is this sacred holiness from within you, present in the world. And as I've been saying for quite some time now, and as I write about a lot in the book, that it is necessary for the feminine to first stand in this strength, in this place of communion and receptivity, and really carry the being of the sacred feminine so that the masculine can. It's, we've just been so conditioned to think that the masculine has to lead the way, but in reality, it is this feminine. And we can't wait for the outer world to change. We must change from the inner now. And there's been a lot of patterning in the nervous system. So I know that this will help you today. And don't be surprised if you notice patterning from the nervous system coming up that needs support. If you need support, reach out to me. And as we've just launched the book, the Fear, Food, and Feminine Power book at fearfoodfemininepower.com, we're also launching a program that begins on December 3rd, where we're going to do these exercises in community. First, bringing awareness to all of the falsehoods that we hold, that we've been imprinted with about what feminine is, clearing that, healing the wounds, and reframing the stories that we've been told and told ourselves, and busting all the myths, and then coming into uncovering and honoring that truth, and then coming into a place of transformation, embodiment, assimilation, assimilating the new knowledge and the reframing and the new vibration, the true vibration of what the feminine is, into the full body, mind, heart, soul, spirit, and being that. And then we do in group, the nervous system repatterning so that you can hold it and allow yourself to be supported by the inner masculine as you move through the world to be the holy sacred being that you are, and to give the gifts from that place that are inherent in your incredible sacred being. That is the program that begins on December 3rd that we're going to be taking a group through, because you have to do that in group, because our patterning came from responses from the world. So you need responses from the group in order to help to repattern your nervous system so that it is no longer in autonomic nervous system functioning and patterning as it responds to old triggers, but you can reset that so that you have an inner sense of trust and a repatterning to know the truth of who and what you are, what you carry, and how you are here to move through the world. And this is what will transform and heal our collective consciousness, because our world is rapidly evolving. And this is the state that we're going to, if we want to ascend, if we want to evolve into the highest light. And yes, there's probably going to be some really rough roads ahead as we're moving into that state. We've got to get there. We've got to go there. And, we're going. I think we're going, whether we like it or not. And I'm not sure, we might not all be going to the same place, but I know that's the place that I want to go. I want to go to the highest and most sacred place that I can be, to live in a state of love, compassion, mercy, justice, equality, freedom, and harmony. So I invite you to join me there, and to join our group there, to all of those who are going in that direction. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. We need each other. And let yourself be. Let yourself be. All right. So feeling that relationship within yourself. Let yourself be. Be, and it is. All right. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the recording. And Let me do that, and then I'll come back to you. And again, if you're listening to the recording, the book is Fear, Food, and Feminine Power. The URL, the website is fearfoodfemininepower.com, fearfoodfemininepower.com. And you can find the link to get the book there and also to join the program, which starts on December 3rd. Or if you're listening to it after December 3rd, check the website. All right, if you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays for our meditation and healing circle. Find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive the reminders and replays. When you do, you get 2 free gifts. One is a download 10 spiritual principles of our human existence, who we are, what we are, why we're here, what this earth journey is about, and helps us to keep things in perspective. The second is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation to help you connect with the pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the truth of who and what you are at the core of your being. All right, with that, I thank you very much for being here. We'll see you next week. And if you're on, stay on. Coming to you. All right, thank you very much.